Most people don't know how fast they can swim until they have sharks that are pursuing them. But the ones who succeed in life's great race are the ones who wisely set their pace. Their pace is not set as fear requires, but every stroke is a product of their desires. So when they sit in the ocean filled with decisions, oh, you can choose to be guided by fears or by your visions. But winners are the ones who set high goals. They're the ones who reach high marks because they won't be waiting to see the sharks. What is procrastination? Most of the time we say it's rooted in fear. That's very, very true. A sense of unknowing and being unsure or not knowing where to go. And we don't take action. We always put it off to the next time, the next time, the next time. And a lot of times we put off ideas that can impact the world in a great way. Think about an idea you or a friend of yours may have had and they didn't act on it. And then someone created that very same idea or a variation of it on some way to serve and to fill a need that you or that friend of yours could have filled if you had taken action. So what is it all about and how do you really overcome it? Well, Mel Roberts, in her book, she writes that after she went through a lot of challenges in her life and personal challenges I won't get into, is her story to tell. But she had a technique that I use every day because I wake up and, sometimes you want to hit that snooze alarm. I wake up very early every morning, but some days, oh my goodness, we need a few extra hours. It turns into a few extra hours. So she said, just use the countdown. So I lay there, I said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off and trigger it into your nervous system. You see, when you create these commands in your nervous system and you understand how your brain works, is that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. See, these are things that have been ingrained in us as little bitty children. And you can use that technique. I didn't create it, she did, but I use it and it does work to spur yourself on to achieve the goals of the day. The other thing you can do is have your goals in front of you. Make sure you see them every single day. Get locked on to a worthy ideal, whether your goal is to do some special things with your children and to enhance that family life. Make a goal to love them even more each and every day. How can we make it fun, exciting, new, fresh? Every member in your family. How do you want to guide those relationships? Not later, but right now. Make it fun, make it exciting. Get those goals because happiness is about completion. It's about achievement. People get stressed out when they let things linger and stagnation when things aren't moving fast enough. So you move. How do you overcome procrastination? Have a do it now attitude. You could take the words now, turn it around. N-O-W is W-O-N, means one. Heed the story of the man who would figure and plan of all the things that they intended to do. Yet when the time came for that man to get in the game, well, he never put anything through. Oh, he dreamed with a smile after a while of all the things he'd do pretty soon. He was all right at heart, but he never would start. You see, he could never quite get into tune. But yet, if he had done all the things he'd begun, he'd be lifted amongst those of fame. He chose not to produce, so he was of no use. You see, your good intentions will never win the game. It is easy to dream, to plan in the scheme, and then let your dreams drop out of sight. But only the ones who put through what their dreams bring to view be the ones who will win the fight. How do you overcome procrastination? You prepare. You learn to practice harder than you play. Study your craft and put it inside of you so you know how to operate instinctively without thought to instincts, to trust your instincts until your instincts can trust you. And you learn to move because this is what feeds you. It's part of the flow of blood and oxygen through your body required to live. And not to achieve things or goals or money, but to express the full greatness of your life. How do you overcome procrastination? Well, it's been said, we make decisions to gain pleasure or to avoid pain. What happens when you don't do it? If you choose not to act now, who pays the price? Who loses when you decide not to win, not to express yourself? When you put things off, what other people are you impacting? Now, we're not going to deal with guilt and shame. That's another video. But we're going to take action right here, right now. Eliminate procrastination by getting your goals and dreams in front of you and not being motivated, but yet be inspired where you are drawn and pulled towards your great dreams and your goals. Let's get excited. Overcome procrastination and remember the story of that man or one man that would figure and plan of all the things they intended to do. Move your intentions into actions. Actions are everything. Execute now.